No, my thingy is not showing things. RPG. Hello, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to Aimless Z, episode 376. I'm Chris Adams, Tech and Master, joined by.
RPG Maniac 05.
And Gamer 12 again.
So yeah, we've got some Whatcha been playing, some RRR release schedule stuff or whatever. I forgot to ask about it in the pre-show, but I'm guessing we don't have any news. But it doesn't matter. We'll do it live. It's whatever, man.
That can't go horribly.
Because you've done it before, so yeah, why not do it again? So yeah, what you been playing? I guess I'll start, because I'm usually the one that starts. But Axiom Verge, I got this thingy. I'm sorry, I always say thingy. But I got like a lightning gun, and then I got a thing that lets me teleport to where my drone goes. And those are the last two power-ups I got. So, you know, I thought after I got like the giant bomb thingy that clears the screen, I was like, oh man, I can get like way past all these thingies, but then I kept getting stuck, and I was like, dude, and then there's like this door type I can't get through, and it's like, oh, you gotta come back out to get this thing, and it's like, dude, really? So it's like, this game is just, you know, I don't know how far I am. I don't even know how close I am. I thought I was close. For all I know, I couldn't be very far at all. It's whatever, dude. I'm just like, whatever, I'll just keep going until I get there, and then, you know, just until I get my TDS and something to play on it, Metroid Returns, you know, I'll just, you know, enjoy the fun times playing this until then. Besides that, been playing quite a bit. So last week, Guardians of the Galaxy episode 3, I believe, from Telltale came out. Pretty good stuff because it had one of those do this thingy or do that thingy choices, and it's like, ooh, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? And I chose the destroy option because I was like, this is too dangerous to allow to exist.
I thought you were a Paragon.
Well, RPG. The context of the situation is like there's this artifact that can bring anybody back to life. That being said, in order to use it, you have to kill someone to like take their life force to charge it. So it's like, you know, you could
seems legit.
You could save someone, but you gotta kill someone to use it. So it's like, and then like the villain that is like the antagonist in the season.
If you kill a villain, though, it should
they have this ship full of corpses. So they're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna like kill a bunch of people and like get this giant army of Kree, and like, yeah, go wreck stuff. That's like, yeah, let's just take this out of the picture and destroy the artifact. At least that was my reasoning. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let you do this. And then we also took down a big bad at the beginning of the season. I was like, you know what? I do not want this person coming back, so I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen and destroy this artifact right now.
Why don't you just use it for good then instead? Like, kill a bunch of villains and bring a bunch of good people back to life. I mean, sure, it sounds a bit excessive, but at the same time, they're villains, so, I mean...
As a walker from Heroes, or not Heroes, from Powers would say, heroes don't kill people, actually. Or heroes can't be killers, or whatever he says.
They could be.
Batman
they could be. Punisher does.
Anywho, that happened.
Just saying.
And there's a bunch of cool stuff that happened, and then Mantis showed up. That was cool. That was a whole fun thing of like, you know, you're like replying to responses from her, and then like she had her whole like sensing your thoughts thing, and then like would always sense it. Oh, and there's also this like really good montage in that episode of like stuff goes down, and it's like does the Guardians thing where like plays old music, and it's like, oh yes, let's go down, and they're doing the thing, and they're in space. It's like, it was great, love it. But, you know, I was playing this, and then it's weird because I got to the end of like all the choices, and like it's very one-sided. Of like it's like 80%, I would say, or more on like the choices of like what people did, most of, like except for one of them. So it kind of just showed me like, you know, you can use the Telltale formula, and it doesn't always have to be like, you know, dire, gun in your face. You're gonna turn from a walker bite, you know, crazy M-rated stuff going on all over the place. It could be like a nice fun romp through space with the Guardians. I mean, sure, there's a artifact that can only revive people if they die, or if you kill people. But, you know, besides that, it was a nice family-friendly fun time. I was like, the Telltale formula is very delicious and can be spread amongst the whatever of games.
That actually was a plot point in one of the TV shows I used to watch.
An artifact that can bring people back to life by
yeah, but you have to kill you have to kill somebody to do it. I think you have to like hover it over the person you wanted to kill and then light it. and then it takes their life and brings the other person back. But then they're like, we can't have this kind of power. It's like, well, technically you can. I mean, there's magic all over the place, so, get to murdering, kids. Get to murdering.
Let's see, besides that, I played a bit more of the Hellblade Sinua's Sacrifice. I didn't get very much farther, but I did get farther on the part I was stuck on with the thing, like the symbol I couldn't find, because it was a weird thing you had to line it up on, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I got past the fire boss, and now I'm on the Crowbird Manipulator boss thing. It's weird, whatever. But yeah, I had to line up some symbols to get some doors. I don't know, man. I'm still kind of like F puzzles in that game because it's just the bits between the combat. I mean, some of it's neat, but then the puzzle stuff is just it throws me off enough to be like, I don't like this. So I kind of had
Gamer, you've played that game too, haven't you?
Yeah, Gamer finished it.
Oh, he finished it. Oh. Then, do you think the puzzles were not fun?
They were brain dead. They were like one of the easiest puzzles.
I'm just saying,
like I mean, like the main line series, like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're even easier. So this one actually, you have to think about what you're doing to complete them, rather than just like, oh, you're just like moving a knob and shit. But
like moving blocks.
Yeah, but this one, there was like, I think 1 or 2 you had to actually had to think. It was a nice change of pace because like it was super easy. Like Uncharted in the reboot Tomb Raider, their puzzles are so easy. It's like you wish there was a bit more challenge, like old Tomb Raiders were. But yeah, I was like, what puzzle were you stuck at, Tekken? Which one was it?
Oh, it was the one before the fire boss. And like there's like 3 symbols, and you have to like one of them is like the top of the roof, and you have to line it up with some part of the
Oh, you're just stuck at those things. Okay.
Yeah, because I was looking around, I was like, I can't find it, and then I just like looked at the video because I was like, I'm sick.
Oh, you luck! You cheated.
Well, I wouldn't have figured it out because I was like, I saw it, and I was like, hey,
like
I would never thought.
Remember, like when when you're near quote unquote I know, puzzle solution, like, all these things pop up in your face,
stuff, but it's like,
and then so you know it's nearby.
It doesn't help me at all, gamer. It's like you have to line up geometry, and it's like, well, I don't know if I don't know where to look.
Oh, so you couldn't help me. You couldn't see the forest of the trees.
I could not see the forest of the trees, gamer. It's actually kind of distracting because you keep seeing the symbol that you're supposed to match. It's like, well, is it this? Is it that? Is it this? And like you just start looking everywhere, and then you're like, whatever, dude. And I was like, yeah, give up. I'm done. Whatever.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Wait, where did you?
Oh no, I was gonna ask Gamer if he died a lot because I was curious about that whole mechanic where they have the a racing save thing and all that stuff.
That's not an issue. I only died because the game, like I got stuck in like the mud or something. Not the mud, but like the geometry, and I couldn't move. And then, like something that's chasing you caught me, and then it just kills you in one hit.
Oh.
But other than that, it's like, in order for that to happen, to erase your save data, you have to die a ton of times.
Oh, okay, so it's not something where it's just like, oh, I died 3 times and now my save is gone.
Oh yeah, it's nothing like that.
Okay, Gamer, what did you think about the part where like you're fighting and like the voices are telling you to use your focus, but the effing game doesn't tell you what button to push to use your focus? That was like that made me a bit angry. It's like cause I just pushed pause and I was like, what the F is the game talking about? And then I looked at the buttons, and I was like, oh.
Well, yeah. That's one of the things I liked about the game. It doesn't really hold your hand at all. It doesn't show you what combos.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you like anything about how to play.
Remember, I told you, Tekken, I didn't know there was a shield bash button until like the final battle.
Jeez.
I was just like gaming the system, the combat, because this combat is like you could like break it, like when an enemy is about to strike you, you could like hit the quick attack and you'll break its animation. So I just kept doing that to the shield guys. I didn't know that you press circle, you can actually kick them, and then they'll lower the shield, and you could attack them. It's like, oh my god!
I didn't know that either. I was just dodging behind them to slash them, because I was like, how do I get the shield guys? I was like, whatever, I'll just dodge. And I was like, go around them and cut them. So yeah,
I did. Yeah,
That's funny. We like both use different things.
Yeah, we both didn't figure out that there's a
not
shield
the right way to beat
break button. I mean, it's a, like sort of like a gamer thing or gamers thing where it's like you when you play the game, there's no tutorials. You just press every button to see what every button does, right?
I was doing that when I played the first time. That's how I figured out.
But like sometimes it just like
you
doesn't
don't know the
cross your
context
mind.
of like when do you use that. It's like that doesn't really help.
Well, then that was the thing that part where they're like telling you to focus, right? I did the exact same thing. It's like, what is that? What is focus? I was like jamming on L3, jamming on R3. Like, okay, that doesn't work.
Buttons.
No.
Yeah, because before it already pushed all the buttons, so I was like, oh, there's like, what's this focus thing? Okay, whatever, I'm gonna push start and just look at the buttons after this crap.
Yeah, and then you see, oh, it's R2. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, doesn't that kind of play into the whole mental illness thing too? Things are not easy, unfortunately.
I guess.
So you kind of have to.
If that's what a person goes through with psychosis, man, I am sorry, because that sucks.
It is not an easy burden.
That's like what's his face?
Golem?
The guy. No. Oh yeah, well Golem too, but like the guy who they made a movie on, The Beautiful Mind. He's like a mathematician. In the movie, like he was like it was actually real people, but in real life, it was just like voices in his head that were telling him what to do. And there are different people. There's like a little girl. There's his best friend, but his best friend is actually himself. But like, yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Man, it's like a really sad disease to get, for sure. I think the game, like, it showed it really well too. She's not right.
It's like something's a little off about you. Well, I mean, you are hearing voices in the game too, right? So.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's best played with headphones. The game, rather than using your like TV or surround sound setup. Like wearing headphones, it really feels like there's a voice right behind your ear, and it's really really freaky. But yeah, it's a great game.
Besides that, I played some Destiny, and yeah, got my Age of Triumph quest on my Warlock at least done. So yay, I guess. Whatever. Let's see, what else? Arkham Origins, because I went back to play some stuff after Spider-Man, because it's superhero month on my YouTube channel, and I was all like, alright, Spider-Man 2, down. What's next? Oh, some Arkham Origins, don't mind if I do. So, that game, I would still say, has arguably the best 3D combat of the last console generation. Like that, and DMC, what would I give third?
Oh, DMC was awesome.
Let's see, that, DMC, and something else I can't think of right now. I'll come back to it, whatever, or not. But those two are definitely top two. I mean, I never really played a lot of God of War, people say it's good.
Yeah, but the combat's pretty... It's not, like, mind-blowing.
So, but yeah.
Did you not pick up the PS3 Spider-Man games?
I did not, Gamer, because that was after I cared about that. I was like, or not after I cared about it, it was just like, it wasn't the same. So I was like, whatever. It was based off like the terrible movie that made me stop going to the movies. So I was like, you know what?
Wait, that made you stop going to the movies?
It was the double whammy of Spider-Man 3 and X-Men 3. I was like, you know what? I'm done. And then just until the Avengers, actually after the Avengers, because like at the point I went back to the movies, it was like Captain America Winter Soldier was like the first one of like the Marvel MCU stuff. I was like, oh, this is really good. And I started watching them. So yeah, I'm back.
Yeah,
but that was a long time taken life where he's just like, you know what, I don't care about movies, I'm not going to the theaters because I'd rather spend my time playing games all the time. And I'm just not going to worry about time that I didn't waste watching movies because the last two really ruined them. Thanks a lot, Fox and Sony.
I mean, Well, I mean, at least for X-Men 3, I was able to stay awake. Spider-Man 3, I full on fell asleep. I was just like, this is not good at all.
That little scene in the cafe, I was like, what is going on? What is it? Was so bad. It was so bad.
But he says it's so good.
It was so bad. It's so bad. And then X-Men, I was just like, what the F, man? That was like, whatever. Just. But then, like, on the bright side, that, like, because it was so bad, I never saw the terrible Wolverine Origins. Everybody says terrible.
Yeah,
That movie
that
was
was
awful
bad.
too.
That movie
Jesus.
was bad.
That movie, yeah, I want to say that one is really bad. Like,
So I was able to skip that one and just see, and then, like, after, like, or recently, after Days of Future Past came out, I was like, I'm back into it. And I saw that, and Wolverine, and X-Men First Class, and I was like, oh man, I did miss some of the decent ones they made after the terribleness, but hey, whatever. No big deal, whatever. But yeah, Arkham Origin's really good. I just love the fact that you have like so many different enemy types. Like you have the mini Bane dudes, you got the shield dudes, you got the baton dudes, you got the knife dudes, you've got the sword wielders, you got the normal dudes, and then yeah, the fights with Bane are awesome. The fights with the bosses, all the boss fights. Yeah, that's. I mean, to me, it's just like you just get Arkham Origins and Asylum, which I'm about to go into. Like they had the boss fights, and then City as well had like the awesome combat and the boss fights, and then you Dark Knight. It's like, what the f did they do? Like the formula, just like did they like what happened there? I don't know. In the sausage when they were making it the game, as far as like how did they effing drop the ball so bad? As far as well, I guess Origins was like a different team. It was like Warner Brothers Montreal, wasn't Rocksteady, but when I go back and revisit it, man, it's just like so weird because it's like, man, I really remember liking this game so much, and then the series so much, and then just despising, just hating, just ugh.
oh my.
Arkham Knight, I just so many
Oh, yeah,
levels.
you did mention that.
So many levels. I just did not like that game. But yeah, I finished Arkham Origins because it was a nice, fun ride, and I've played it so many times. One of my favorites. And then I'm doing them in order of the story. I'm not going to get tonight because I'm like at that game, and it'll be like the end of the month anyway. So it's like, let's just end it on a high note with City. So it's like I've given them like personal awards. Like I said, Arkham Origins, best combat in the franchise. Arkham Asylum, best scenario. Batman goes to Arkham Island. He's trapped with all his rogues gallery, and the Joker is taking over and killing people left and right. What's he gonna do? What's going on? What's this Titan thing? Oh man, it's great. It's a great fun romp. And then Arkham City has the best storyline because man, it starts with the whole Hugo Strange thing. And he's like, I know who you are, Bruce. With like the first cutscene. So it's not really a spoiler, whatever. And then like it just escalates from there. And then by the end of the game, stuff's going down. And then I can't say what happens, but man, that ending was just like it was perfect. It was just like so good. Just like if like the epilogue of Red Dead is like the icing on top of like that game, it just make it so like the ending of Arkham City, that entire like last section of like you have a boss fight and then stuff goes down and then you have a cutscene and they just like ends and it's like so good how could they top that and they couldn't top it because Arkham Knight wasn't that great. That's why.
Jeez.
Anywho,
oh dear.
Arkham Asylum.
So I take it you like the games?
I mean, I would say I love them. I wouldn't say I like them. This is one of my it's kind of it was like that. It was like kind of hurt, It was like to me, it's like the pain I went through playing Arkham Knight and like seeing it not be good was like if like it would have been as if I had played Andromeda and like it would have been like bad and I would not have liked it. Like you'd have heard every week on the podcast me just blah about this game. I'm just like, what I didn't like about this game this week, and just like giving into it
this week.
Just like I had to finish Arkham Knight. I was like, man, I don't know, too much Batmobile, and then just no boss fights, and just Arkham Knight, whatever. Low bar in the franchise. It's an okay game.
Riddle me this, Tekken.
Shit, PUBG.
Would you like to race through the city to solve my riddle?
Man, and then like the annoying thing is like it looks so good, it plays good, but it just doesn't live up to the other ones. But yeah, playing the Arkham Asylum again was like weird because like the combat, it's like it's so funny because it's like the first one that came before all the others. Is like, it doesn't have all the stuff in it as far as like your different gadgets and stuff to like do and use as you're like comboing and stuff, but it's still got like the core base there that like makes it good. And it's like, man, it's like so weird to like see that it went from like this and it like got to where it was at the end. It was just so good. And then like the whole Predator thing, it's like, man, that was just like, that was just a lightning in a bottle. Like, how did nobody else think of like to do that? Like have some game where you're all predatory stealthing around, taking down dudes in the shadows like Batman does in the movies when they're like, who's there? And then they shoot. And they're like, ugh. And then the next second, Batman just swoops down and he's got him. It's like, oh, it's like that. And then, because even like flipping Batman Begins did that before Origins came out. I don't know if it's before. I mean, sorry, Asylum came out. I'm not 100% sure if that's before Asylum, but like I just remember that part when we're at the docks, and then he's taking out dudes left and right. It's like, oh man. It's like, there's like that's the best part. Like Batman movies, when dudes like taking out dudes like one at a time. You're like, oh man, this is good. And yeah, he gets them. It's like, I'm sorry.
Just like that, guys. Just like that.
I can't help it. Okay, that's the thing about Arkham Asylum. It's like, I was a Batman fan before I played that game. But after I played Arkham Asylum, I love Batman. It's like I can't get enough. It's like I started reading the comic. I started reading the comic. I was like, oh man, I love this Batman. It's just like, it's just like it went from like casual fan to like I'm a fan now. I'm part of the fandom. I can't get enough of this. And then yeah,
it's a Bat fan.
totally looking forward to the solo movies in the DCU. I mean, after that Joker crap, whatever, we'll see what happens. But I'm down for some Batman. I can't wait. Anywho, back to the what I've been playing. Arkham Asylum. It's oldie but goodie. Check it out if you haven't. It's great stuff. And then going back to play it, I forgot how there was something I didn't realize when I was playing it the first, or like in the olden times, and I played it this time. I was like, that last boss fight, not that hard. I remember it being like way more intense, but this time I was like, not so much. But I did thoroughly enjoy it. Also, yeah.
Well, good because you played it after Origins. If I'm not mistaken, Origins is more difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like going back to play this one. It's like all the layers of like complexity and advanced stuff that they put in is just like not there, and it's still a good game. It's just like, you still got the core awesomeness that was in it the entire time. Let's see. Besides that, also on PS4, dude, it looks good. I mean, I'm glad I got it on the flash sale for like $5 or whatever. It was like super cheap because, yeah, I'm not gonna pay that much for a game. I mean, it's old anyway. But Arkham City is like way better. So like, if you're gonna get one, just get Arkham City. But like, man, just like go back and play it and like have it be like super deliciously redone. I mean, I guess they like messed it up at first, but I didn't play it back before they patched it, so I'm not sure how terrible it was before then. But now it looks pretty good. And then the last thing I played this week was Everybody's Golf, and it's a fun time and a nice palate cleanser in the darkest timeline when I can just be on a golf course hitting the ball.
Darkest timeline.
And having my caddy telling me to hit shots, and I'm like, yeah, caddy, let's do that. And then we're doing stuff. And then it's weird the way this game is because basically you can only access. Okay, that's not true. You start off with like 2 tournaments, but then every time you play one, it just refreshes the list. So you basically either play like the front 9 or the back 9 of the one course that you have at first. Of like it's either like the mirrored version or the normal version. And after you open up 2, it basically does the same thing. So basically every time you level up, which you only do after you beat like the 3 bosses of your rank, because you go up in ranks, so you're like 1, then you're 2, then you're 3. So right now I'm at rank 3. So every time you like beat your bosses in your ranks, you get a new course to play. But you can only play that course. I mean, you can go back and play the old ones, but you don't get as much XP to like unlock the other crap. So it's like it's to your advantage to just play the stuff that you have just unlocked. And then if you push square when you're picking your stage, it'll put it on I think serious mode is what it's called, which makes it harder. But all it does is make the AI do better, so you yourself have to do better and like not f up on the shots. So it's weird. It's a kind of a grind, but I'm like, whatever. I'd rather do this and play Destiny, so whatever. I mean, at first I was like that. I was like, but then I had such a weird time playing this game because I was playing. I was like, I didn't get the sound for this. I just gotta push the button because it's got like the 3-button timing. And I was like, I have a podcast game again. It's been a long time since I've been able to like listen to podcasts while I play a game. And so, you know, unfortunately, I was using my silver headset, so it's like, you know, those are tortured in my ears and they squeeze them, and like it's very painful. And so, but luckily, I have my platinum headset hooked up now. So, but then I can't. Well, yeah, that works. I guess I'll just use this, and then yeah, listen to some podcasts finally after a very long time of not listening to podcasts and being off the podcast train. And but yeah, Airplanes Golf. If you're into that, it starts off slow because you don't have a lot of stuff unlocked, but as you keep going, you get more and more stuff, and you have like this whole little home they call it, but it's called something else, but they call it home, and you can just like walk around. It's cool because like the more you play and like the better you do, the more people you unlock for your little home. Like they call it your gallery, and like like they're your fans and they cheer for you, so it's pretty cool. Like they just go wherever you go. They're not groupies per se, but it kind of feels like they're groupies because they just follow you everywhere, and they're like, "Yeah, go you," and like
That's
you're on the
called a
course,
stalker, not a groupie.
or I guess they're just fans. It's super weird though, because like even on the course, they're like on the course, for like in real life, if it was a golf course, they wouldn't be on the course like that. So it's like it's kind of weird, but whatever. So there's some parts, but yeah, I've enjoyed this game. And then like you can create your own person and like make them try to look like you. I tried to make mine look like me, but then every time it's kind of like they kind of look like a lady every time. I was like, this is kind of weird, whatever. So
that says a lot, I guess.
I don't know. It was weird. Like I was looking at their face and I was like, this doesn't look like a dude. I can't like. It's like really weird. So I don't know. And then like they had like presets, and I was like, I could have just went with the preset, but then you have to like go from the preset and like build it. Then and I was like, I'm gonna build it from scratch. So I just built it from scratch. And so I was doing that, and then like I was trying to like give it like weird hair, and then like no matter what, I don't know what was wrong. Like, well, there wasn't anything wrong. It's like it's really, I don't know. It's you'd have to like play it for yourself and like tell me, but like I'm pretty sure, or not. I'm pretty sure, but like it just felt weird because I think I did. I was like, this looks like a lady. This looks like a lady. This looks like, at least in the face, because like you can only just the face and like your height and body proportions, or not body proportions, but like your meat on your bones, I guess I should say, not like your fatness. But I guess it's kind of like your fatness because it makes you really fat, for lack of a better word. It's called weight, I think. Oh yeah, it's like your height and weight. So yeah, I guess it would be your fat. Anyway,
I forgot the word for weight.
I can't. There's like two things. You like height, weight adjustment, and then like your face features and your eyes and like a bunch of other stuff you can like really go in depth in. But then it's like weird because like you can put like different clothes on and like get layers, so that can be like it can look really weird if you have it like a wristwatch and a sweatband on your arm, but they clip through each other, so it's like some of the stuff is like really weird if you like combine it. So it's just like it's weird. It's all over the place, but it's a nice little feature. And I made my hair blue because I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make it look like my warlock, and my warlock's taking a nice vacation here in everybody's golf before he goes back to the tower to get murdered in service of the tower and his friends that left him behind in the beginning of Destiny 2. And yeah, that's how I've been playing.
Pretty much just Uncharted.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to say something about Uncharted Lost Legacy. Is that F puzzles, because I got stuck on one of those puzzles, and then like it gave me a little option of like skip the puzzle. And it's like, well, you know what, F and Naughty Dog, maybe if you put the puzzle in the game, and you're just giving me the option to skip it, maybe what's even the point? Why didn't put it in the game at all? And then thanks for making me feel defeated and stupid and just stuck in a puzzle and be like,
So,
man.
What puzzle was this?
It was the one with
another
the
door
shadows
puzzle.
where you have to tilt the pieces to match it.
You mean there's like 9 squares,
yes,
and then you have to push
that one.
Okay.
I was stuck on that one for like 10 to 20 minutes, and
really,
I was not a happy person. And then it said skip.
That's
and then
another
I got super
game
angry.
with brain dead puzzles.
That was the only one they got me. The rest of the puzzles are simple.
That was easy. That was easy too.
Yeah, well,
Get it together a second.
I mean, I'm on a personal level, I'm just bad at puzzles, and I hate them. So it's like, when I see them in games,
I
know
don't like puzzle games.
There's like a thresh limit for some people, but like for me, it was The Witness, where I felt so dumb playing it. I was like, oh my god, I can't figure this out. I'm too prideful to like look at a guide. It's like, I'll figure it out someday. But like,
never played a game.
Actually, that's what happened to me on Portal 2 as well. Because I got to like certain puzzle, and I was like, I'm stuck. And I was like, I'm not looking at the guide. I'll just figure it out. And like I was like stuck for there forever. And I was like, then like I finally told RPG and Charter, I was like, I beat it, guys, like months later, and they're like, wow, that was a long time. I was like, yeah, it was.
It's like 20 days later.
Well, like Uncharted Lost Legacy, man. It's like a best of Uncharted in one package.
Oh yeah.
Those set pieces, man. Oh my god, crazy. Especially one at the end. Like it's just like we they've been making this weird. Like every game, they have this weird like staple that they add to their like main chase whatever mechanic in the game, and this one just like takes everything from all the Uncharted and just puts them in one beefy cutscene set piece. So it's really really awesome. But man, it's sad. That's like the last one.
Actually, it seems like from this one, like it seems like it can
As
go
far
any
as you know,
direction
anyway.
and like use any character really, because it like it sets it up to where like it doesn't have to be Nathan Drake as a main character every time.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
But it's weird
That's
if it's not made
true.
by Naughty Dog, I don't have any interest
I would agree with that.
because there'd be some sort of quality issue if it was made by a different studio. Then it's like it's not the same.
Especially the writing, dude. 'Cause it was such a funny game. There's like so much funniness or comedy, and then like it's cool like to have Chloe talk about how she was like her heritage of how she's Indian, like how she knows like all about the mythology of all the religions.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
You know what's funny too, because I know some people noticed it when they were playing it. That story that she has is the exact same story as the Lara Croft reboot.
It is.
And what's funny is that Chloe's much more interesting as a character, because she's actually just like she's a like they said in the I think they said in the game where she's a thief, right? She's not really a good person.
She's
But she's a grayish, like, oh, she steals, but
yeah, that's the cool part when you got to the end is like like where the other two went just like walk away and she's like, guys, we can't. I'm not good enough. Let this go.
Yeah, gotta do this for my country.
Yeah.
And that villain, man, he's kind of scary. Like he was like he wears glasses so that he looks smart, just to look
Or less threatening.
unopposing, to his enemies, and like it just like throws everyone off. Because he knows like fucking karate and shit. Like when you try to fight him, he's like blocking all my kicks and shit. I was like, oh shit, this guy means business. Yeah, he was a good villain. But he has like a weird like I gotta kill the poor people type of like vibe from him. Like, geez, that sounds pretty bad. But yeah, I really loved it. Like I think, but I like the only thing is, man, it's like way too short. Like I wanted more. When it ended, I was like, oh shit, that's it. I have to wait for Last of Us 2. Fuck. But yeah, ton of fun. Worth $40. Even though I wish there was an option to not download multiplayer, because that was like an extra 40 gigs to my hard drive that I don't want to be spent being used like that. So, other than that was it. Just playing random games until next week.
What happens next week?
Destiny 2.
Oh, gross.
I have to mention, I downloaded the PC beta, and it feels amazing. Like, I cannot believe we've been playing it 30 frames all this time. Because 60 frames, man, that is a game changer. Like, I cannot believe it. Like, are the CPUs that bad in the consoles? Damn, man.
Well, gamer, you never know. Maybe on their new 7-year plan after the 3 years wasted on Destiny 1, they'll be like, hey guys, if you want to play it on PC, you can transfer your crap over and enjoy the better performance.
Yeah, and it's weird because, like, I have a really old video card. Like, well, in hindsight, like, it's not too old, but it's pretty ancient by now. It's like a 680, and everyone's using like 1080 Ti's and shit like right now. It still runs like a dream, like a 1080p. Like it runs pretty smoothly. Like I'm pretty amazed. Like you could run this on fucking 5-year-old PCs and it would run fantastically, much better than on a PS4.
Oh my.
And then, like I said on Twitch, like, man, it would feel amazing if I could just play on PC while playing with my PS4 friends. But That's not in the cards.
Platform quite yet.
Sony would not like that for sure.
They should kind of hop on that. Because at this point, there's really no reason to not.
But that's about it. I mean, like, I was trying. Do you ever play RPG Akaba's Trip?
No, I've only heard of it.
It's kind of a bad game because the combat in this game is kind of weird. You're fighting vampires that were wearing clothing, so they won't get sunburned or they won't get burned by the sun. So the object of the combat is to like it's like a standard beat 'em up where you just like kick or punch, but there's like there's t-shirts, there's pants, and there's headgear or whatever. So you have to press the appropriate button to hit that piece of clothing, and once it gets down to a low enough hit point or whatever, you get to strip it from them. That's why it's called Akaba's Trip Undressed and Undead and Undressed, because you get to strip people of their clothing.
Yes, stripping vampire game.
Yeah, to reveal that they're vampires, and it's such a weird game. Like, I'm just wondering why the hell I bought this thing, because like it's so weird.
Because Japan.
It's so weird.
It might have been on the Flash sale.
And it was hard. It's hard. It's a hard game. Like, I thought it would be a standard beat 'em up, but you get like crowded in that game, and people are just trying to strip you at the same time because you are a vampire.
Chico, wow.
So they're stripping me, and I'm trying to strip them. And it's like, oh man, Japan, man, super weird. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I'm playing.
RPG.
Well, my gaming was a lot less exciting because I was slowly dying over this past week. So it was mostly just demos and the Dissidia beta, and that was pretty much it. So it's not too exciting. This week was new character week in Paragon. I only played a couple of games. Tropical and I played earlier, and but I haven't played as the new character, so I actually don't know how he plays or what his role is. So, but yeah, it's been a pretty light gaming week. So I think I just played the Yeast demo and Danganronpa, and then the aforementioned Paragon in the beta. So wasn't too exciting, unfortunately.
Is there? I haven't played the demo. Is there any like changes to Danganronpa, or is it just like pretty much the same?
They changed some of the mini games that are a part of the trial. Like,
yeah,
there's one that replaced I'm assuming it replaced it because the demo doesn't like go over all of the mini games, but it's like there's one where it's kind of like a what's that game called? There's a game where you have to like match the colors of like the blocks and cause them to disappear. That thing.
Oh, the match 3 thing.
No, it's not Tetris because it's like the blocks are all on the already there, and you have to like click the groups of them to make them disappear if they're the same color, and then like the ones adjacent to them changes.
Like Candy Crush.
I have no idea. I've never played Candy Crush, so I don't know. Luminous?
Is on the PS3.
Maybe?
No, Luminous is like Tetris, isn't it?
No, it's a match 6. It has to be like the box had to be. It's a weird like way that it's arranged or something. No, I think like when the line goes across, it clears it. It's whatever. Never mind. It might not even be the same.
Oh well,
so
either way, it's like you have that, and then like the adjacent blocks change to different colors when you clear other blocks, and it like reveals. And it reveals an item under each of under the segments, and then once you clear it, you can select the item in order to use it as the answer for whatever's going on. Mm-hmm. So in the demo, it's the murder weapon, but it's like for that one, I think that one's replacing the hangman the Hangman one, which I would be happy about because the Hangman was kind of annoying because it's like, and then when they tried to improve it, it actually made it worse, and I was like, I don't like this mini game. So I'm hoping that's replacing the Hangman one. And then there's another one that's similar to the little skiing man thought process thing that was in the second one. But now it's like a little driving mini game with the car, and like you pick up the item bubbles to fill in the question, and then you answer the question based on what you think the actual answer is, and then it gives you like the breakthroughs during the debates. So so that one like changed that, and then during the on a nonstop debates now there's like a new version of it where it's like three people will kind of like be talking all at once, and you have to like refute or find the statement that's off between the three of them or something. So it's I think it's called like multi non-stop debate or something now. You can also lie during the debates now, which you could not do in the previous one. So you can, if you hold down the triangle button, it'll change the truth bullet into the opposite of itself, and then you can like lie based on like the same way you break through the truth thingy to kind of like change the flow of the conversation, I guess, if you're trying to like protect somebody or something. So so it should be a fun time, but it's like I think it comes out at like the end of September though, so it's going to be it's still somewhat of a whiles away until that happens, but I am excited. So, but this one's actually on the PS4 as well this time, and not just the Vita, which is likely intentional since the Vita's a more or less dead platform at this point. So they didn't have much of a choice. I think a lot of Vita games are actually making the migration over, because I know the next Trails of Cold Steel, that one switched over to PS4 as well, and then I know a few of other games that were Vita are now PS4. So I think they're abandoning ship in droves.
Well, at least for Danganronpa 3, they released 1 and 2 Reload for people that just want to catch up.
That's true.
Right.
They released another episode too.
The side story thing.
Yeah, so they released them all on the PS4.
I've heard that wasn't very good.
It's a weird game because it's not your normal Danganronpa game, so it's weird because it's like a semi-shooter kind of, but it's odd.
And it stars like that crazy character, right? Don't have two personalities.
It's her and like the main character from the first one's his sister.
His sister.
She wasn't in any of the games, so.
But she's related to him.
Yeah, she's related to him.
What's his name? Makoto,
yeah. So she's his sister. I mean, it's not like essential playing unless you watch the anime, but then there's like an episode devoted to them, so there's that. But yeah, that's so I'm excited for that one at least when that comes out. So, and then yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Guess we'll move on to RRR, where we'll go the release list of games, not from release.com because I use a better source than Tropical, sorry. And actually,
yeah,
and and we'll give our little. I mean, I don't have any descriptions, so we're just like gonna say what the game is and like move on because I don't have time. I mean, I could click on it, but it's like there's a lot of games, I think. And I'm making excuses. I mean, I guess I could click on it, whatever. If you guys want a description, just let me know. I'll click on it. Or I'll click on it and I'll scroll through the thingy, try to find some crap on it. As far as like, what is it?
But remember, it has to be a truncated description. You can't read the whole thing.
I'll read like a sentence then, or something stupid, because that's how this works. Let's see. So, wait, that's my Xbox One. You don't care about that.
My gamer has an Xbox One.
Gamer, when's the last time you played your Xbox One? Is it still unplugged in a box somewhere?
It's still unplugged. I'm gonna sell it too. That's the thing. I'm gonna sell it because I don't need it anymore.
Oh no!
There you go. So yeah, September 5th, we've got Knack 2 coming out.
Oh, I didn't realize that was coming out this year.
It is. And the same week as Destiny 2, no less. Good job, Sony.
Well, it's for people who can't really play shooters, you know. It's for the family-friendly types.
Keep telling yourself that, gamer.
Hey, Knack was good.
I bought it on a Flash, so I haven't played it. It was like $5. I was like, well, whatever. People say it's not or good and not terrible, so it was one of those launch games you don't care about. Because that was definitely a launch game I didn't care about. So I guess it apparently wasn't bad. So I have to play it because it's backlog. Well, I guess since Gamer's here and there's actually another platform that he owns that me and RPG don't, that's actually one worth talking about. The Switch is getting Lego Worlds on the same day, September 5th. I guess it's some Lego game and stuff, whatever.
It's
Wait,
like
what
a
is Lego?
Isn't it a Minecraft-esque Lego with Legos instead of like standard blocks?
Look at the truncated description.
But it's weird because you think like, oh, Legos, Minecraft, perfect, but like it didn't set the world on fire.
That's true, though. They
Lego
do seem like
Worlds
they
is
would
an
make a
open
good combination.
environment of procedurally generated worlds made entirely of Lego bricks, which you can freely manipulate and dynamically populate with Lego models. So yeah, gamer, it's a Minecrafty Lego-ness game. And also the same day, we've got RBI Baseball 2017 on the Switch. It's sports games, you know, F that crap.
F it in the beat.
And then the next day, September 6th, 2017, we've got Destiny 2 on consoles anyway, coming out.
Ooh. Yeah.
The whole one person on the podcast excited for that.
Well, I mean, Destiny knows what it did.
I am gonna take a week off just to play that thing.
Oh my!
It's gonna be amazing.
I
can't wait.
I can't wait to be the one person who didn't drink the Kool-Aid and everybody else drank it and they all died. Just like all those other people that drank the Kool-Aid that one time. And I was like, yep, see what this did to you? It didn't do it to me because I didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
It's a good thing I don't drink Kool-Aid anymore.
Kool-Aid tastes great.
You just nothing but sugar.
Put enough sugar in it, it tastes great.
I mean, I guess that's technically true, but you could say that about any drink, really.
Let's see, and then September 7th, 2017 on Switch, we've got The Bridge, which is an indie game with this weird art style that's like a platformer thingy and stuff. It was on PS3 and 360, blah, blah. Anywho. Then the next day, Friday, September 8th, 2017, we've got Monster Hunter Stories on the 3DS.
Wait, in America?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they have a demo for that?
Yeah. I think they did. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't get a chance to play it yet because I didn't realize it was coming out so soon. Oh no.
RPG, do you know what type of game that is? Is it just
It's a turn-based RPG.
Oh.
And also you can ride monsters, so you know, day one.
Then the next day on Friday, September 8th, 2017, we have the Nintendo Switch Splatoon 2 bundle with neon pink and neon green Joy-Con controllers. So, you know, if you don't have a Switch and you want some Splatoon 2 in your life with some squid action, there you go.
Ow, Chico! Wow, wow! I don't know. I don't even know.
And apparently on Tuesday, September 12th, there is a Inside and Limbo double pack coming to PS4 and Xbox One. I have both of those games, neither of them have I finished. Limbo, I'm never playing again because there's a giant spire at the beginning, and it's evil, and I'm never playing it again. And then Inside,
wait, which game was this?
Inside I got really far and I got stuck. Limbo. The one with the...
Inside you got stuck? Really?
I got stuck very far into the game, and then I was just like, dude, I can't get past this part, and I was like... Just like we were talking about, I was like, I'm not going to look up the answer, and I just couldn't get past it. And I was like, yeah, guess I'm never going back to it, whatever. It was cool, though, I gotta say. But then I got stuck, so I don't know what happens at the end. Oh, well.
The boy dies, probably.
All right, and then also on September 12th, we've got Manifest 99, which is a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, I don't know
We'll look
VR.
up the description. Yeah, there's a lot of VR games that got announced. There was the Voltron one, and something else. Let's see, Manifest 99 is an ominous, eerie story about finding redemption in the afterlife, set on a mysterious train inhabited by a murder of crows. You assist four travel companions on a journey to their final destination. Interesting. NASCAR Heat 2, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, same day, but it's a NASCAR game. I don't care about it. I'm sure you two don't care about it. Whatever, moving on.
Which game?
NASCAR Heat 2.
I don't know what that is. So, yeah, I probably don't care.
And then also the same day, NHL 18 Young Stars Deluxe Edition, or I'm sorry, wait, okay, there's more than one version listed, but apparently NHL 18 comes out that day. So, you know, if you want some hockey, there you go. Wow, apparently Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 also comes out the same day, so a bunch of sports games. Then again, September's pretty stacked this year, so yeah, there's a lot of games here.
Well, not just September. I think this just
October
begins
like
the deluge.
I think September's the start of the fall.
Yeah, because October's when everything comes out. September's just like the prelude. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition on Switch the same day. It's like the 12th. With all the other crap I just said. I did enjoy Rayman Legends, or I don't know if it was Legends, but I played one of them on Vita, and it was a fun time. And then also on the 12th, there's a lot of games on the 12th apparently. Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash, No Shirt No Shoes All Service Edition.
Gamer's favorite.
Oh yeah. Gotta love that. Even though it's weird, it's like a Splatoon game, type of game, where you just like, was that shooting water at each other?
Yep. And I'm sure you're just in your swimwear the whole time too. On the beach. It's probably a fun time. Also September 12th, Summer Night 6, Lost Borders on the Vita.
Summer Night 6?
Yes, Summer Night 6.
Hasn't that game been getting released every month for like the past 6 months?
I don't know, FG.
Because I think that's the same one that's supposed to be coming out on the PS4.
It does come out on PS4 as well. Same day.
Yeah, I don't think that game's actually coming out.
Oh, we'll see. Cause this site's never led me wrong. So, but then again,
once again, it's been on every month.
I don't know if it had it listed all the other times it was supposed to be released though either. So I guess we'll see. This game called Tooth and Tail, which has no box art, also on PS4 and PC that day. What is this game about? Let's see. This game is a controller-focused RTS. Interesting. Oh, it looks neato. Let's see. There's no. It just gives me a link to the PlayStation blog and then talking about this game, so there's no real description. But it has a cool art style. It's pixel arty, kind of, sort of. And apparently they say it's RTS, so if you like RTS, there you go. If you don't know what RTS stands for, it means real-time strategy, like StarCraft or Warcraft or Command & Conquer.
I think people know what it is.
I'm just telling our listeners if they don't know, they could not know it's possible.
I'm pretty sure they know what it is.
And then also that same day, there's a lot of games that day. Wow. Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, or however you say that, for PS4, PC, and Vita.
I played the demo of that.
Was it fun? Did you like it? Did it make you want to pre-order it?
Well, I mean, I've played other Ys games before, so it's not like I was not knowing what to expect, so there was that. But the demo's very short and doesn't really tell you much of anything, so.
Divinity Original Sin 2 on PC.
Didn't that come out already?
Yeah, this is a complete edition, I think.
Oh.
this game on Switch called Pan Pan. It looks like some sort of indie, small downloadable game from the box art, which is just a screenshot on this thingy. Oh, wow, and then I click it, it just gives these trailers. That's not helping at all. Okay, this site doesn't have descriptions, so I'm just going to skip our description. F it. I changed my mind. I'm not doing descriptions. Either we know it or we don't. And then we can just judge it from the title and box art.
You're very bad at this.
Well, I can't help it.
Tropical
has an illness and is not, and is like
Tropical, I miss you.
Taking a nap to
come
get
back.
over it. Rise of Nations Extended Edition is Thursday, September 14th as well for PC. Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, PS4, Xbox One, and PC on Friday, September 15th. Standalone expansion. There's also Deluxe Edition. I don't know what it has in it. Whatever. Ew. And then on also Friday, September 15th, Metroid Samus Returns. Getting you some of that. There's a special edition as well. In America, it comes with the soundtrack. Other places, it comes with way cooler stuff. But hey, we're America, so you know. You don't. I mean, it's whatever, dude. It's like, sometimes you get the good stuff, sometimes you don't. So it's like, this time we didn't get the good stuff. So whatever. Let's see. Wow, Friday also NBA 2K18 comes out. There's a bunch of different versions of it. Also NBA Live 18 comes out for the first time in like a while, because there hasn't been live in forever. And then NHL 18 apparently comes out. This is different from the other one I saw earlier, but whatever. I guess. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite comes out Tuesday, September 19th.
Damn, that's quick. I didn't know. Damn.
Yep. And then hold on. That's weird. It has NBA 2K18 listed here again. And I just said 2K18. Oh, this is the normal version. The other versions are like the early tip-off and legendary editions. This is just like the vanilla. I'm too poor to buy, or I don't have the money to buy the super awesome $100 versions of this game. Let's see, what else? Soldum Drop Connect Erase on the Switch, Wednesday, September 20th, 2017. Pokemon Gold on the Virtual Console, September 22nd, 2017, on the 3DS, and Silver as well.
What generation was even Gold?
It was after, wasn't it after, Sapphire Alpha, or whatever, Sapphire Ruby, that one? Or was it after Yellow Gold Blue?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. Pokken Tournament DX comes out that same day on 22nd as well. Project Cars 2 also comes out that day on a Friday. What? For PS5, Xbox One, and PC. I am not getting a day one this year because I still haven't played the first one, so I'm just gonna wait. Because I know it's going to go down in price, so that's my game plan now. It's just buying stuff cheap. Raiders of the Broken Planet for PS4, Xbox One, and PC also on the 22nd. I have no idea what the game is. Whatever, it looks like some sort of like 4-player co-op game from the box art.
No, it's a co-op / versus player game.
Oh, well, there you go. Good thing our expert gamer told us here.
It's made from the same guys who made Castlevania, Lord of Shadow.
What?
So that's what they're making.
That is interesting. Also, wait, no, this is another day. So Tuesday, September 26th, we've got Blue Reflection on PS4 and PC. It's got 2 anime ladies on it. I have no idea what this game is.
It's a turn-based strategy RPG thingy about this. Nah, don't get too excited because it's made by Gus. So it's not. So before you get your hopes all up there, I mean the game does look gorgeous though. I will give them that. But
wait, is Gus the Time and Patience people or something? Whatever the game was called.
I think Time and Eternity was it called?
Yeah.
Some nonsense like that. But yes, I think that was them. But
that looked great as well. but it's like I heard it was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't play it, so I have no idea. But a lot of their games usually are not great. I mean, I did like Knights of Azure though, so I was thinking of giving Blue Reflection a try because like I've seen like the trailers for it and the game looks gorgeous, but I'm like, it's Gust. I don't know if I can trust them. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's reviewed well in Japan, but then again, it's Japan, so you know they like weird stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. It is on my list of games to get eventually.
And then also the same day, the 26th, we've got Danganronpa V3 Killer Harmony coming to PS4 and Vita.
I'm so excited for this game. It's not even funny. So excited. Yes. Killing peoples. Killing them.
Well,
I mean...
You're not killing them. They're killing themselves because they're stupid.
They're not stupid. They're being forced to kill each other. It's not like they have a choice in the matter.
And also that same day, on the 26th, we've got Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So, it's one of those people that's like, I'm just going to wait until it's all there. All this isn't possible. Well, now you can go and get your... I waited a year, and now it's not $1,000... Okay, not $1,000, like $100 or whatever. Or like $60 plus whatever season pass was. And you're a winner. Congratulations. Apparently there's also going to be a Game of the Year Edition and Pip-Boy Edition, so, if you wanted to get rid of those, and you couldn't when the pre-orders ran out, now you can.
Game of the Year Edition of what?
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
So there's like two versions again?
Yeah. There's a Game of the Year Edition, and there's a Game of the Year Edition, Pip-Boy Edition.
So if you didn't get the Pip-Boy, there's another chance to get the Pip-Boy.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I was just about to say, what is that?
That's weird.
A game called Hob coming to PS4 and PC. It's also the 26th. Ruiner, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I saw.
Oh yeah.
And this game looks pretty.
Ruiner looks ace, man. It looks really good.
What is Ruiner?
It's like this top-down.
Nope.
Top-down shooter. More like if you ever play like Dead Nation or Alien Nation, similar to that, in that vein. But it's like cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
And it looks awesome. It has music by like a really good, well, old music, but music by a really good Japanese artist. So it's gonna be ace.
Total War Warhammer 2 on PC, 26th as well. Oh no, the 28th on a Thursday. And then the next day, finally, after years and years of waiting, but failing to be the savior of the platform, Cuphead on Xbox One and PC. September 29th, Friday.
$20.
It's only $20? Wow.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming, that's for sure. God.
I wonder if my PC can run it. Probably not.
It should. I mean, it's only like, what, 2D?
Good point.
Yes, but it's HD 2D.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to risk it when it's like being built for the most powerful console ever. Oh, my PC can barely keep up. FIFA 18 apparently is also that Friday, so all you soccer fans across the world celebrate and stuff.
I've never heard of soccer. What is that?
It's a game where you kick this ball with your feet, and there's 2 goals, and there's 2 halves, and there's time. Whatever, I'm not going to explain it. It's just a sport.
Who wants to watch a sport about people running around and pretending to get hurt?
I guess there's a lot of that too. Also that day, Forza Motorsport 7 Ultimate Edition on PC and Xbox One. Gundam Versus on PS4.
Yeah, there's a beta for that in the store right now.
What, for Gundam Versus?
Yeah.
To the store! I don't know what
Gundam
Versus is, but I like to play free stuff.
If it's any good.
It doesn't look that great.
Oh, it doesn't.
I've seen the trailers and stuff, and it just... I mean, it just looks similar to like the stuff that they've been making just with like modern or more modern graphics. It's not like they've changed much of the formula that they were using. Super Nintendo
Well, I'm
Classic Edition
downloading it now, so we'll
also comes
find
out
out.
on the 29th, so you know.
Yeah,
fun,
yeah.
Not game
Quote
one.
unquote comes out. Yeah. Fuck you, Nintendo.
Oh my.
Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters, also on the 29th.
Wait, what?
Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters, Nintendo 3DS.
I thought,
29th,
wasn't
2017.
Yokai Watch the two were the bony spirit thingies and the other thing? The fleshy souls or some nonsense?
What about it, RPG?
I'm saying I thought that was number 2. I'm confused.
Oh. Well, they pulled a Super Mario Brothers on you, and they're like, Doki Doki Panic, haha, just kidding. Because we're not going to give you that one, we're going to give you this one. That's with you running around and throwing fruit and stuff.
That's just confusing.
Well, you know, it's Nintendo, so I expect. But yeah, that's everything in September. Quite a bit there to digest. But then, you know, just wait, because there's way more in October. We'll get there when we get there.
It gets worse!
I mean, actually, for me, it doesn't, because that's a bunch of games I'm not getting this year. Because it's like, guess what? We have a gold edition, or we have a season pass. And it's like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. Go for yourself. I'm not buying it again. So yeah.
Oh my.
Thanks for saving me money, game industry. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I think I only pre-ordered 2 games for the next couple of months. I think. Because I did Danganronpa for next month, and then I think Close Up Revolt for October, and that was it. Although I think something else is coming out in October that I did want but didn't pre-order.
Yeah, all I have is Danganronpa. Like everything else, man, I'll just wait. Like there's, like I feel like if I wait enough, it'll just get just
It'll
cheaper.
just be on sale. Yeah.
That's what I noticed. Like I bought all these games when I played them. It's like I played them like at such a time where it's like it's already so much cheaper. So it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, so it's like I'll only get the ones that I really, really want, and then it's like if I see like Amazon's like, oh, this is down to $30 or something, it's like, oh, okay, it's already on sale. Good.
Yeah.
So. There's something like that on the store this week. There's like something on sale that's like I almost bought, but I didn't. I don't remember what it was. Or there's something I bought that I haven't played. Like, I think it's Next Machina, but I'm not sure if it's Next Machina, and I'm like, I bought that when it came out, I haven't played it, and it's on sale now. Or something else. I don't remember. But yeah. It's in the PS Plus section. I'd have to double check. Anywho, moving right along to the news. Let's see. What is there? Let's see.
A Secret of Mana remake got announced.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I gotta say, because now that they were done with all the or they're temporarily done with Final Fantasy 12 HD. Nobody cares about that game anymore. Or ever did really. They can just move on to something else.
Like let's just skip 6 for. We'll never do that.
We don't even
that's
care.
The weird thing is like they skipped like 6, 8, and 9, and it's like let's go do some 2D games from like Super Nintendo or whatever. It's like who knows what they're gonna do.
The thing is like I don't know. I must be in the minority. That looked really ugly as a remake.
Gamer,
like damn.
How what about it looks bad? Seriously. Because I look at it and I say, okay, it's a 3D character model. I don't go like, oh, this looks terrible.
It looks terrible.
I mean, I guess in comparison to other stuff that they've released recently, then I mean, yeah. But keep in mind, it is coming from like a 30-year-old game from 2D sprites and everything. So,
or does everything need the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Season 1 Part 1 treatment in like 2 years of development time?
I mean, look at Dragon Quest. Was that 11? Is that 11? That just came out in Japan. That looks pretty good.
All I want is like, since we're in like apparently Super Nintendo era, Chrono Trigger. That's like really all I want. Really is like if they're gonna go this far back and like give us.
Do you think they're gonna go for that?
Well, they better do it if they're gonna be like, here's Secret of Mana, guys, because Just saying. Like, I hear a lot of people say stuff about that game, and I haven't played it, but I have it on the virtual console, so I guess I'll go back and play it. I'm like, oh, let's see how good it is. And if it's that good, I'm like, you know what? You know what else? There's this treatment, Square Enix, while we're, holding your ransom, is, Chrono Trigger. And then, yeah, no, whatever. No big deal. Because it just seems like it's either A, they're like, have some, they probably don't, I'm sorry, I'm gonna hit myself.
Relax.
I don't think they have assistants. I think they're just like doing whatever, like randomly. Of like, you know what they're gonna do? Yeah, like they have their whole thing. Like Microsoft has like the whole thing. Like everybody just like, goes in the room, just like they're on paper and like screaming, like stuff's going badly and terribly. They're all just like they go into the room and they're like, they're like, one random person gets like some like idea every time that they have like timed a lot time to an idea. And they're like, hey you Nakamura, what's your idea? He's like, oh, Secret of Mana remake. Oh, and then like, yeah, that's the thing. And it's like, next time it'll be not Nakamura, and then he'll have an idea, and the other guy, and the next guy, and the next guy, and that's just like, they just do it that way, and it's like, you know what, we're just gonna do it until it's done, and one at a time, because that seems to be their style now. It's like one at a time. We don't release too many details about our things. We just like work on them until they're done. We don't want to have another Fabula Nova Crystallis on our hands here. That's like too many things happening and none of them getting done. Just saying. So
basically,
so weird. At Gamescom they announced with the Final Fantasy 15 like mobile.
Oh yeah,
it's like, thing. Oh my god, man!
Yeah.
Stop making us care about that thing.
And also the Assassin's Creed one.
Oh my god! What the hell? I looked at it like, what the hell's going on, man?
Was that a Assassin's Creed thing, or was that a Final Fantasy thing?
It was a Final Fantasy DLC thing.
Oh, okay. Because I saw like a collaboration that confused me. Because I was like, what do I have to play this? Because it's Assassin's.
You would have to play Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. Also, I think that would be in the Adam Jensen category of I didn't ask for this, and I don't think anybody else did ever. So why?
They did not. Why? So it's weird. And I was like, when I first saw the trailer, I was like, what is happening? What is this? What are we doing? What's going on? What's life? But it's free, so it's like at least you don't have to buy it.
But like that's what the Dream Egg was for RPG. It was to get the costumes for Assassin's Creed. You turn into Dream Egg for that.
What Dream Egg?
There's a Dream Egg you got for completing Chocobo Festival.
And, I didn't play Chocobo Festival because I refused.
Well, that was the thing. It's like you get this thing, but like there was no use for it until now. So
I just refused.
Oh, and they announced that they have mod support for the PC version for Final Fantasy 15.
Oh yeah, it's getting a PC version. That's happening.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but we talked about this last week. But like, just to bring it back, like would you rather have the like in the olden times they put out a Final Fantasy and then move on to the next thing, or would you have it like they have it now, where it's like we're gonna put out a Final Fantasy and then we're gonna recoup our costs by putting out all these weird things out alongside it until we.
You know how I feel about DLC, so that should answer your question.
Because man, I don't think they're gonna be done with 15 for a while.
They will be, because I mean they can't make a sequel, so.
Oh man, that's terrible. And they're adding that multiplayer thing.
So they have to be done with it because they can't make a sequel.
It's like, can you finish like one game at a time? I mean, they have like what Final Fantasy 7 remake. They have Kingdom Hearts. Like, goddamn, man, what the hell are they doing?
Well, Kingdom Hearts is supposedly supposed to be coming out sometime next year, which I'm assuming is going to be like in December if it does come out next year. But
oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's so funny.
So if it does, then they have their one game for next year, and then, well, not counting the Secret of Mana remake thing, and then after that, I'm assuming we'll start seeing episodes of Final Fantasy VII, which will likely go for God knows how many episodes,
so they can milk it.
I think it's going to be at least like 10 episodes at $20 a piece. I can see that.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my god! Season 1, disc 1, part 1.
And that's the thing. It's like they release one. Like, how long is it going to take to release the next episode?
Oh jeez, that's terrible. Think about that.
I feel like they're probably going to do it like it's going to be like a yearly release kind of thing, and maybe it will just be 4 episodes, and each episode is like a disc long. But Final Fantasy 7 was 3 discs, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 episodes, and it'll be 3 discs long, or maybe it'll be 6, because then that way they can kind of milk it a bit better. Each they can do like half a disc for an episode, or something like that.
They'll stretch it out as long as they want to. RPG.
Well, considering how people will probably be like, "Oh my God, take my money," because it's Final Fantasy 7, they're going to milk the hell out of it, and people are going to regret this because they're going to.
I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be
because this is gonna set a precedent, and then they're gonna be like, people clearly want this, so we can do this with all our Final Fantasies.
If it sets a precedent, I would
all episodic,
but only if that happens.
Because now you're gonna get that 6 remake, all right, but now it's gonna be episodic as well, and
they would troll us and be like, and now presenting Final Fantasy 4. Restart again.
Going back to the
20th time.
So how many times have they remade that thing?
At least 5, because there was like 2 for the DS. There was one on the PC. There's another one on the
and then like it would be like
PSP or something.
Like, it's not even the game. It's the prequel game.
It's like somebody GTFO with this nonsense. GTFO with all of it. It's like, but we also remade the After Years because we know you loved it. We know you loved it.
It's not even
all 3 of you.
Game.
So prepare yourselves for that fun time because it's happening. Because once this whole episodic thing ends up being successful because people don't know how to learn their lesson, Square Enix is going to think that this is what people want, and they're going to continue doing it. And then they're going to be like, well, people love episodic stuff. So this is what we're doing now, guys. Episodic everything. And good luck with that, because I'll already have Kingdom Hearts by then, hopefully. So I will never have to play another Square Enix game again. So we'll be fine. But, yeah. Yeah, fun times. Fun times. Super looking forward to that disaster. So, come next E3, prepare yourselves. Unless they do something like Tokyo Game Show, because I forgot that's next month.
I would imagine it might be a PlayStation Experience, just because they showed it there for the second time.
Oh, after 7. Probably, release date, probably, right?
I don't know about release date, gamer. It would have to be in a releasable state.
Yeah, I just thought to say, because that would require an episode to actually be done. And all we've got so far is concept art. So I'm guessing it's nowhere near playable right now. So don't expect to see that anytime before 2019, if you're lucky. So December 31st, 2019. It's going to be a great day because the first half episode of Final Fantasy VII will be released for $40. You're welcome. Says Square Enix. Please be excited.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there was someone that worked on, or a writer on Half-Life or something, made a blog about Half-Life 3 and like the supposed plot of it or something, whatever. It's out there on the internet. Go look it up. But I didn't read it, so whatever. But you know, every time it comes up, people are like, oh man, Half-Life 3, so that happened again this week.
I mean, at least Square Enix didn't do that. So that's on Valve. So it's like, well, yeah. I think Half-Life 3 has been in non-existence for even longer than like Duke Nukem Forever at this point. So, yeah. Keep holding on to hope, I guess. People who are apparently still looking forward to Half-Life 3.
It doesn't help when like stuff like Shenmue 3 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake happen, because then it's
I'm
like,
about to say that probably has not helped matters at all.
Don't forget.
It's like happen. There's hope. There's hope. Shenmue even got one. It's like, so yeah, well, that is not good, because now people are like, oh, there is hope. We might get Half-Life 3 in my lifetime. You won't. But, I mean, we might. But you won't. So, That should be a fun time. Who knows? Maybe this next E3, that'll be the one. They'll be like, you know what, guys, we've strung you on long enough. It's time. It's time for Half-Life 3. Coming 2020. And then they're gonna be like, oh, yay! But then it's gonna get delayed, and then it's gonna end up being in like 2040 or something. And they're like, Half-Life 3 exists, and then they're going to be people like doing their little crazy charts when they have like thumbtacks and the things connected to the things, and they're like, the Boy Scout said this, which means this also means this, connected to this, and then the eclipse happened this time, which means that's going to happen, and it's going to happen on Mars. It's just going to be a whole crazy train going on until it eventually gets released sometime when our grandchildren are alive. So, yeah.
Okay. I found the headline. It says Half-Life writer Mark Laidlaw publishes what appears to be the plot of Half-Life 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Coming soon.
And then apparently Yakuza Kiwami 2 is a thing because it leaked on the PlayStation Store. And then they're like, oh, I guess we'll say something. So if you're a Yakuza fan, looks like they're going back to Kiwami up all their stuff too. So but you don't have to wait as long as Final Fantasy fans. So be happy that Sega apparently has learned maybe their lesson over some time, or just is under better management. So not keeping fans waiting or making them suffer.
Dream.
It's funny though, like I gotta say, because I think I had all the Yakuza games and like up to like 5, and I hadn't played any of them. And like everyone after that, so that's like on PS4 now. It's like I just haven't bought them. So I'm like, you know what? I need to play the ones I have now that are old and stuff before they get remade, and I can enjoy the new ones, and then be all caught up on the story and stuff. So I'm behind, so I gotta catch up. But there's I haven't slotted the time in, so who knows what's gonna happen. Let's see. Apparently, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle is getting season pass and story DLC in 2018, apparently. So there you go.
Yay!
Um,
I love season passes. Said no one ever.
I don't know if there's any big stories besides the stuff I'm looking at. That doesn't seem like very big news stories. Next. Do 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 do. Oh, I guess Injustice 2 apparently is adding Hellboy to the list and Black Manta. So, if you're waiting for more characters in your Injustice 2, there you go.
Who in Black Manta?
Hellboy.
Oh, Hellboy. He seems nice.
There's something I read somewhere about some sort of musical thingy. I think it was Hearthstone. I don't remember. It was like animated musical. I don't know if it's Hearthstone or something from Blizzard, but there's like something out there like that. But I can't think what it is. I'm not seeing it on here, so whatever.
Well, I love musicals, so you better find it and figure out what the bleep it was.
I'll find it after the podcast, whatever. Yeah. Stuff in here about Overwatch, NBA 2K18, Die GU, stuff.
Alright,
Actually, Die GU is from last week, so it was the release date for this November. And it gets a new story chapter.
It does have a new story chapter. Yay, I'm excited.
Let's go through this other thingy real quick. See if there's anything important. There's probably nothing important about this. Or anything that's like, worth talking about. Like, oh man, this is happening. This thing. Blah. Oh yeah, GTA 5, the Smuggler Run thingy. So I had an idea, because I saw that. And since like Smuggler Run is like actually a game they made, it kind of made me think, what if, like GTA 5 is like their, like now that they've like just like made it into a teaching machine that like people put money in and nothing comes out, they're just gonna like keep on pumping out like the games that they've already made before in that game. So it's like, they're gonna have GTA 5 Online, Midnight Club, GTA 5 Online, Manhunt, GTA 5 Online, bully or whatever, just like have like a bunch of like games of stuff that they've made or their properties, but have like a GTA 5 online mode of it. It's like, ooh, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens because there's so much
Midnight
momentum.
Club. That is
It's like,
such an
hey,
old
you don't have
franchise.
to spend millions to make this game, because you already got a game, GTA 5 Online. You just put this thingy in, put some models in, work up some, type, code, whatever developers do. And, I mean, sure, Gabe Newell says games are hard to make, but, when you're making money off your game, it seems like it's not so hard, because Rockstar is still working on that game, and I didn't get my single player DLC, so I guess I'll just give up the dream on that one, and, maybe get some sweet manhunt, stalk people down and kill them stealthily, violently. No, who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
You're into that, aren't you?
Maybe just a bit. It's been a while since I played a Splinter Cell game. I mean, I did just recently play some Batman Arkham, but it wasn't violent enough for me, I gotta say. But
Wow,
doesn't
that's
have to be
healthy.
violent, but I do like it more when it's just saying. I guess it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it is a personal problem. I don't know.
You might want to go talk to a therapist about that. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't find vibes. I feel fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with me.
I think your therapist would disagree.
You know what? I'm just gonna say I don't think there's any more news that's worth. I mean, apparently Miiverse is shutting down on the Wii U and 3DS, but I don't own. Well, I don't own a 3DS. I mean a Wii U, and I don't use my 3DS right now. Or wait, is Miiverse on 3DS? How does that work?
Yeah, it's on 3DS.
Hmm. 'Cause I never used it.
You post screenshots and view the Miiverse from there.
Huh. Well, it's going away, so.
Yep. So is what TV and that other service that no one used. So pretty much like Wii U, bye bye.
Oh no!
It's final nail in the coffin, I guess.
Oh no! So does it mean they're gonna remake all their Wii U games for the Switch? Cause
I hope so. Because I know I'm never gonna buy one, and I'd like to play some Bayonetta 2 and some Star Fox is terrible it was that Zero. So I sure will, say it's not that great, but Star Fox has a special place in my heart. So. And yeah, there's other games by Platinum, like Mighty or Mighty 101 or whatever it was called.
I mean, Wonderful 101.
Wonderful 101.
That one.
They're wonderful. I would love to play that game as well.
And the Super Mario 3D World, because I'm not gonna buy a Wii U, because obviously I didn't for like one game, so.
Agreed.
Apparently, the original Xbox One model has officially been discontinued, so maybe gamer, you can just sell yours for like even more now. It might be worth even more.
Nah,
it's
it's
original.
only worth $100. I checked.
Oh,
Like
no.
I better like sell it quickly because
I was just about to say, you don't sell
once
it
that
fast enough.
Xbox X comes out, it's like there goes that value.
Basically.
Oh, here's a thingy. The PlayStation 4 VR has a new bundle for $400 with the camera and the headset. It's funny like seeing this because I guess I just like because I bought mine for 300 on eBay. And I was waiting for like there to be a price drop like initially. And like I saw this on Twitter, like somebody tweeted, and I was like, it's still $400. I was like, that's not really. What? So they really just added the camera in without increasing the price, I guess. But whatever, man. Like, I already had a camera, so it wasn't an issue. So that was weird to me to see that. But hey, I guess now if you can have a camera with your headset and not be, whatchamacallited a bit. I'm having to get that too. What's that word called? You gouge. There you go. There we go. Just a bit of a gouge. $50, whatever. There's also some other bundle that they cut. Let me look this up. That had the new controllers and some other stuff in it. Or did they cut the price on that too? Or whatever, I'm not looking it up. So let's see. There's the second bundle. Let's see. VR Worlds. The VR Worlds bundle, which is the headset, camera, two PlayStation Move controllers, and a copy of PlayStation Worlds, is now $450 in US. That's actually a pretty good deal. So the second one is pretty good. First one was just like the VR headset and the camera for 400. I mean, whatever, dude. That's like, better than nothing. So, but dude, like the Move controllers are $100. So like to get that with the headset for 450, I would rather get that bundle. Just saying. And it has a camera in it too. So yeah, it's all your bases covered for your VR experiences. Then again, it's $450. So you might. I mean, it'll go down eventually, but have fun waiting a whole another year, which you're probably ready to do if you're waiting for the duck already. Unless there's another sweet deal sometime, like when I got mine. Apparently HTC may sell off its Vive VR business, according to Bloomberg. Microsoft. I mean, they already partnered with whatchamacallit though, so. Or they have their Aki one, or Hollow ones, so. Who knows? If I had billions of dollars, I'd be looking at that for sure. But whatever. Oh crap, I clicked on. Wait, never mind. Okay, I clicked on something Okay, I'm still there. Never mind. Apparently, the original Prey developers are working on an open world game called Rune Ragnarok. So, no Prey 2 in space, but
You're
Viking
holding on to that,
adventures.
aren't you?
I'm just saying, I can never let it go because I really wanted that game RPG, okay? It was like, it spoke to me.
Clearly.
It spoke to me on many a level when Tekken saw that, because it was like, a bit of Mass Effect, and then it was like, you're not just some dude in space working for some council. You're a space bounty hunter, which is like Samus, so it's even better. And so yeah, and then like the trailer, the CG trailer is like, oh, that's everything I wanted to be. You're just chasing down aliens and capture them, and then who doesn't want that game? And it never got made. And it's like, oh, wow, I got super riled up for no reason, and then I feel indie inside now every time I think about it. Every time.
Oh dear.
Let's see, what else? I think that, yeah, I guess that's it. I saw something, I saw that game, I can't think what it's on the Switch, it's like a racing game. It doesn't look that bad. I can't remember what it's called, I'll look it up as I'm, doing the outro, but yeah, doesn't look that bad. But, yeah, that is it for the news, because I'm looking through this crap, and there's not really a lot of stuff here, so yeah. And I didn't do it beforehand, Tropical, I thought it was gonna be here. Maybe anyway. And then I didn't get it ready before the podcast. Whoops, my bad, whatever. Oh, apparently the new Street Fighter character, apparently. Street Fighter 5 is coming August 29th. Manat. She looks a lot like Rose from the trailer, so that was neat, but it didn't exactly scratch my itch for like, oh, I gotta jump back into Street Fighter 5. That being said, I'm a bit peeved at Street Fighter 5, but I'm not going into it, so it's whatever. They know what they did. Way to launch a game, Capcom. Ugh. Let's see. And then the Fist of the No Star game has been announced for 2018 from the Yakuza devs. Yay, I guess. Yeah, that looks like everything that we already talked about after that. So, yeah. And apparently, for some reason, Player Unknown Battlegrounds is really popular, so these trends, I just don't understand them. MOBAs, people like them. Player Unknown Battlegrounds, just hide and shoot people, whatever. Whatever, man, I guess I'm getting old. I don't care about these games. F them. Yeah, that is that for the news, because this is other stuff that we already talked about and stuff, so. Sign off, and we'll be back next week. Anything to say before we sign off? RPG?
It's September soon, yay!
anything to say before we sign off, gamer?
See you in Destiny 2.
No, you won't.
I'll see someone.
I would hope so, gamer. That would be a very lonely experience. You're just alone in Destiny. That's like a nightmare. Ugh, let's play that crap. Alone in Destiny, by myself. All alone in Destiny. Oh. Okay, I'm trying to find this game real quick before I sign off. My YouTube is being weird because it didn't load up the channel that I was looking for. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for nothing. I gotta scroll through this stuff. Sheesh. Give me a second. I'll just okay. I guess I'll just stall real quick. But check us out. Aimlesspodcast.com. Aimless Publicity on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever else on the internet you're looking, and hopefully you'll find us. And if you don't find us, maybe you'll find something better or close to it. Good luck with that, though, because we're so awesome. Oh, I just realized I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, whoops, my bad.
Oh dear.
I'm looking at the wrong. I thought it was on the Nintendo YouTube channel, but it's not. It's on Game Trailers because they took it. Well, they didn't take it from IGN, but they are owned by.
Oh my gosh! Should you stop
IGN.
rambling? Just sign off. Jeez.
I gotta find it, RPG. I can't leave us on a thingy and then be like, oh, I'm gonna show you this thingy, dudes. We'll talk about this thingy, and then not talk about the thingy. I gotta find the thingy. Okay, give me a second. I'll find the thingy. I just gotta find it. It's gonna be bugging if I don't find it. It's a racing game. It's on the Switch, and it didn't look too bad. I just can't find it. I can't find it now. Hold on. I'll look it up. I'll just type it because I'm showing with my mouse right now. I feel like way less faster than if I just type this in. Okay. And that game is called Gear Club Unlimited. There you go. Yes. It doesn't look that bad. So if you're on Switch and you're looking for an actual racing game with cars, there you go. Doesn't look that bad.
No one cared.
I cared. Gamer might have cared. Someone out there listening might have cared. But yeah, that is it for this episode. Listeners on the internet, everybody out there. And until you see or hear from us again, Aimless Publicity, Aimless Podcast.com, and we're now signing off.